Hello everyone, again welcome to our YouTube channel in engineering metrology. Today we are going to discuss unit number 5, linear and angular measurement, part number 3. So in previous lecture we have seen linear measuring devices. Then today we are going to discuss about angular measuring devices such as bevel protractor, sine bar, angle gauges, autocollimator, angle decker, etc. So let us see a short content of today's lecture. So here you can see today we are going to discuss angular measurement by using bevel protractors. Then we are going to study the second instrument, that is sine bar. So these two devices are used parallelly to measure the angle in laboratories or in direct floor inspection. So let us see the first point, that is bevel protractor. So the angle is defined as the opening between two lines which meet at a point. So the circle is divided into 360 parts. Each part is called as a degree. Each degree is divided further in 60 parts, that is called minutes. You can see over here how exactly it is represented. Then each minute is divided into again 60 parts, that is called seconds. So how you should designate it, shown here. Unit of angle derived from the theoretical consideration is the radian, defined as the angle subtended at the center of circle by an arc length equal to radius of circle. So this is the all theory about the angle or the definition of angle. Let us see bevel protractor. So here it is, the bevel protractor. Conventionally we have seen in our practical sessions and in our day-to-day angle measuring device, we have seen that we are using the angle protractor, or directly you can say it as a half angle protractor, because which we have used is having only 0 to 180 range from both side, that is clockwise and anti-clockwise. So this is the protractor we are using conventionally for our practicals, as well as to measure the angle included in two lines. So the bevel protractor is the same device, but here you can measure the angle up to 360 degree directly by using their edges and the use of surface. You can directly measure the angle included by that particular surfaces. So the bevel protractor are nothing but angular measuring instruments. It is the simplest instrument for measuring angles between two faces. Following are the types of bevel protractor. Then you can see over here vernier bevel protractor. Then the second one is universal bevel protractor, and you can see third one is optical bevel protractor. So these are the three main types which generally used for the different applications of angle measurement. So let us see in brief what is meant by bevel protractor. So vernier bevel protractor, you can see over here how exactly it look like. Measures angle between two faces. Sliding blade length is having 150 to 300 mm range. Then the least count of the particular bevel protractor is 5 minutes. You can measure the angle up to 5 minutes, and also it is having digital display too. So here it is the principal diagram showing that the principal parts, it is having clamp, then the blades, blade clamp, then having acute angle attachment here, then magnifying lenses are given to take or to improve the readability, then the fine adjusting knob is there to adjust the angle, and it is a real-time image of a vernier bevel protractor. So how exactly the construction is built, let us see. So this is the vernier bevel protractor. As we have seen in linear measurement, there are two scales. One is main scale and another is vernier scale. To improve the readability, to achieve more accuracy, there is a vernier scale provided to take minimum, or we can say least count of that particular reading. So here also you can see over here the vernier scale is provided to take accurate reading or to go towards the true value. Then you can see over here the main scale, then the beam, or you can say it is the stock, which is having flat as well as flat surface as well as straight edge. So this is the rotating blade, so it is going to rotate in both clockwise as well as anti-clockwise manner, and also it is having 360 degrees of freedom, 360-degree rotation, having a degree of freedom of 360 in both direction, so that you can adjust the edges or the faces of a component and blade with respect to your application. So this is the dial which is given or which is attached with the beam or a body, and which is on which the main scale is engraved, and the swivel plate is placed between the center of a scale. It is steady one, it is rotary one. So with respect to the dial, the swivel plate rotates with the help of blade, and the actual reading can be taken. So let us see how exactly the readings are taken, or how exactly the construction is done of a bevel protractor. So it is the simplest instrument for measuring angle between two faces. It consists of two arm and engraved circular scale. So as we have seen, it is the engraved circular scale, that is main scale. So this is the engraved circular scale. Then two arms can be set along the faces between which the angle is to be measured. There are two faces, one face is here and another one is here. So in between you can place the angle, or as per your requirement you can make the adjustments. The body of an instrument is extended to form one of the arm, and this is known as stock. So as we have seen, this is beam as well as you can say it as a stock. It is a fixed part of a protractor and should be perfectly straight, as I have already or earlier said that it is having perfect straightness, as well as the minor face of that particular stock, it should be flat, with respect to your datum surface. Then the other arm is, see here, it is the base surface of a stalk, and which should be straight, as well as it should have flatness with respect to datum surface. So if you are using with the surface plate, this particular side should be raised on that datum surface, and it should be perfect flat with respect to reference surface. The other arm is on form of blade that rotates in a turret mounted on the body, and one of the bodies of the turret carries the divided scale, and the other member carries the vernier or index. So here you can see next image too, it is a turret which is carrying the other scale, and this groove shows that the motion of a device. Then here it is given a scale, this is a stock which is the working head, and this blade rotates with respect to the turret, and here it is the adjustment given for locking nut. So this slot is given to engage this blade with respect to this turret, and you can slide as per your requirement, as per your face requirement, and this locking nut restricts the to and fro motion of that particular blade. So if you are going to tight this, then it will not give you the to and fro motion. If you are going to lose it, it will slide to and fro as per your requirement. So in practical session, we are going to see how exactly the vernier bevel protractor works. So before that, carefully observe the principal parts. Then the ordinary protractor measures angle only in degrees and used for non-precision works. That I have told that the ordinary protractor which is used, that only gives you 1 degree reading. That means the least count of that particular instrument is 1 degree. But using the angular vernier scale along with the precision, you can directly measure it up to 5 minutes and can be achieved that we have seen over here. The least count of a vernier bevel protractor is 5 minutes. We are going to calculate the least count of vernier protractor, bevel protractor. So the construction diagram shows you the vernier protractor. Here you can see how the least count is carried. So over here you can see vernier scale reading here in clockwise direction. There are 12 lines from 0. There are 12 lines, 1 2 3, third one is here, then again 1 2, third one is here, 1 2 3, 1 2 3. That means each division carries 15 reading in 3 lines. So the total number of count from 0 to 60 line, that is 12 lines, are divided with 15-degree difference. So here, while taking the least count, you can calculate the least count. You have to take the reading from this 0 to clockwise direction as well as anti-clockwise direction. Here also you can see from 0 to 60 there are 12 lines, and having the final reading is 60. So the each line carries how much minutes? So in main scale reading you are seeing it is the degree, and here it is you are getting the minutes. So we are going to calculate the minute reading. So 60 divided by how much lines are there? 12. So finally, so what I am taking, just carefully observe here. 60 means the final reading on your vernier scale, that is 60 in both sides, clockwise as well as anti-clockwise, and the total number of lines that are engraved from 0 to both lines, those are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So I am taking 12 lines, so 12 5s are 60, so the least count will become 5 minute. So LC is equal to 5 minute. So the least count of a vernier caliper is 5 minute. Further in practical we are going to discuss the least count of a vernier bevel protractor. So here you can see how exactly the reading is taken. Let us see. The reading is crossed the line of 51 degrees. You can see over here, because this 0 is a pointer or is an indicator, so it is indicating that the main reading, main scale reading crossed 51. So we are taking 51, but this is not a final reading. So to give the maximum accuracy, we have to consider the vernier scale reading also. So we have to plus the vernier scale reading. So as we have seen in linear measurement, we have to take in account the line matched with main scale of vernier scale, and that line gives you the product and the main reading, product of LC and reading, that gives you the vernier scale reading. So here you can see which line is perfectly matching with respect to main line. So here you can see 0 is not matching with any line of main scale. You should see that line particular and perfectly going to coincide with respect to main scale. Here you can see the line of a vernier scale of 45 is matching with the 60. That perfect matching gives you the reading of vernier scale. So the 45 minute is the reading of a vernier scale. So the final reading will become, here you can see the largest whole degree of a main scale, that is 51. The reading on a vernier scale in line with a main scale division, that is 45. So main scale reading is 51 degree and vernier mark is having 45 mark in line with main scale. So the final reading will become 51 degree and 45 minute and 00 second. You can write it over here or let it be. So the final reading is 51 degree plus 45 minutes. So likewise you can take the reading of a different component, different surfaces. So this is all about the vernier caliper reading, and let us see how exactly it looks like, and the lenses are provided. So it is the optical bevel protractor. You can see over here. This is the all setup. This is the stock. This is the moving blade. This is the attachment given for acute angle measurement, and this is the lens given to improve the readability magnification so that you can take the readings without parallax error or observational errors. So it is the optical. Here you can see the close view of a lens. Those are attached with the turret. This is the universal bevel protractor. It is an angular measuring instrument capable of measuring angle within 5 minutes. The name universal refers to the capacity of an instrument to be adaptable to a great variety of a work configuration and angular relations. You can see it is given with acute angle measurement as well as the conventional setup. Already we have seen it is having the stock, it is having blade, then the vernier scale, then the main scale turret. So these are the principal parts of universal bevel protractor, but a extra attachment is given, that is acute angle measurement setup accessory, so that we can measure all types of angle here. So let us see the examples of a vernier bevel protractor, universal bevel protractor, as well as optical bevel protractor. So these are the exact or the practical applications. You can see how to rest the blade and you can take the readings. Here it is the stock, but the stock is the reference given with respect to that part. Here also you can see the job is a reference and the bevel protractor is mounted there, and it is giving the angle included by those two surfaces. So as you can see, it can be the hexagonal bolt, and you can calculate the angle included by that bolt, how to rest and how to include those two faces. You can see over here, this is the third application. And in milling tables, the dovetail tables having the angle included in between the slot and face of the table, so we have to calculate this angle. So you can carry out the angles included by two faces. This is the fourth application. This is the dovetail slot. Here you can see how exactly we have to measure the angle. This is the fifth example or the application. Here also you can see how to measure the angle between this face and this face. So this is the sixth application. Also this is the bevel gear. You can see over here the angle included by those bevel gear faces is calculated. This is the seventh example. You can see the slots on groove in the table, how you have to calculate or how you have to measure the angle between two faces or to check the perpendicularity between the two faces. This is the eighth example, and also the different method to calculate or to carry out the angle measurement of a hexagonal surfaces, pentagonal surfaces. You can see over here. This is the ninth example, and finally you can see this is the 10th example that gives you the angle included by two faces using vernier bevel protractor. So these are the applications of a vernier bevel protractor and the use of vernier bevel protractor in Next lecture we are going to carry out the study of sign bar and use of sign bar, how exactly the sign bars are used. So for this lecture I am going to conclude this content. So if you have any queries, then comment down below. Thank you very much.